Hi everyone, I'm Johan. Today I'm going to talk about the Google Interaction Designer interview process. At the end of this video, you should have a good understanding of the process itself, what interviewers look at, and a bunch of tips for each round. Quick intro, I'm from Prepfully. This video has been put together by Google Interaction designers who are also interview coaches on Prepfully. They've coached hundreds of candidates successfully and are available on the website for direct booking if you're looking for more personalized guidance. Right then, moving on to the interview. The Google Interaction Designer interview process consists of three main stages. First, the phone screen with a recruiter. Second, the phone interview with the hiring manager. And finally, the on-site interview. Let's discuss each of these in depth. So, the first phone screen lasts roughly 45 minutes and includes a bunch of basic questions about your background understanding of design at Google. I've got 3 actionable tips for this round. Tip 1. Have a short, crisp introduction ready to go when the recruiter asks, "Tell me about yourself." Make sure to include a memorable nugget, maybe a unique hobby, a personal achievement, basically anything that sets you apart from the other candidates. Next, the recruiter is looking to gauge your design thinking and how it aligns with Google's design philosophy throughout your relevant past experiences. So, before the screening, decide on specific projects that you will talk about. Focus on challenges you faced, solutions you came up with, and how it impacted your work. Finally, have a clear reason for why you want to work at Google. Do your research on the company's missions, values, and culture, and be prepared with an honest, authentic explanation. Next up is the phone interview with a hiring manager, which is a 1-hour round where the interviewer will review your portfolio and evaluate your skills in the context to the requirements of the role. Here's 2 tips for success. First, it will typically include specific technical and behavioral questions about experiences you've listed. For instance, what was the design process you followed for X project, or what were some of the challenges you encountered, and so on. Here again, be prepared to talk about past projects, your role in them, and decide in advance which ones you want to leverage for different stories, such as something you were particularly proud of versus something you learned a lot from. Our biggest tip for this round is to practice multiple times. For this, we recommend booking a phone screen style mock interview with a Google interview coach on Prepfully. We have several interaction designers, UX designers, and product designers from Google on the platforms, so you'll get the best advice from the soundest possible source. This brings us to the final round of the process, the on-site round, which includes a series of interviews broadly classified into 2 categories. First, the presentation of a design challenge, and second, 3 in-person conversations with UX designers. Let's dive deeper into them. The on-site round starts off with the first, rather unique round with the design challenge round, where you're provided with 3 different design challenges to choose from. They aren't necessarily Google-specific challenges. You can expect typical design prompts like redesign the user experience for an e-commerce website checkout process, and you'll have about 45 minutes to present what you've worked on. Now, the goal here is to simply test your ability to approach and solve problems effectively. Since you will receive the prompts well in advance before the on-site round, so there will be at least a week to put together this presentation. Use this opportunity to prepare thoroughly, exploring every possible nuance of the design challenge. Then tie in your skills and expertise with your passion and commitment to working at Google. 2. Coming to the next set of interviews, these include 3 separate 45-minute conversations with UX designers at Google, each of whom will cover a specific aspect of design. The first conversation will focus on whiteboard problems and app critiques, so you'll be asked to solve a design problem on a whiteboard and demonstrate how you think through design solutions. For instance, design a customer relationship management system for door-to-door salesmen using Google Maps. You can also expect brief app critique questions, where you'll be asked to provide feedback on an existing application's design. As you can imagine, there is a ton of ground to cover, and it's important to give your interviewer enough evidence that you've got these design principles nailed down. Make sure to think customer first, since this is something Google filters for explicitly, and dive deeply into the persona you're optimizing for, their needs and underlying pain points. Prioritize these and propose solutions. My number 1 tip for this round is to practice with an interaction designer or a senior design professional at Google who can provide you specific feedback on your performance. You can book some time with them directly at Prepfully if you decide to. The link's in the description. Now on to the next round, which focuses on the technical aspects of your role as an interaction designer. You'll discuss the tools and software you use, how you collaborate with cross-functional teams, and create accessible designs. It's important to familiarize yourself with the design principles and use this opportunity to demonstrate how you leverage your technical expertise to solve design challenges while working with developers, designers, UX writers, and so on. This brings us to the final round of the on-site interview, which is a non-design behavioral session with a UX writer. The questions in this segment usually flow into one another and primarily focus on your past experiences, such as how you provide feedback and collaborate with others. You may also discuss your approach to writing and how it integrates with the overall user experience. Make sure to reflect on your past projects and experiences to provide thoughtful and relevant answers. Another important point to note is that since you are interviewing at Google, there will be a Googliness segment, typically included with the behavioral round, which will involve assessment of your alignment with Google's culture and values. So make sure you familiarize yourself with Google's qualities and values and align with Google's culture, and effectively highlight these in your answers. Right, that's all from us. Lots of additional helpful resources in the description. Don't forget to check them out. And if you need personalized guidance, book a slot with Prepfully's Google Interaction Designers and assess your readiness level. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please subscribe. Our website is prepfully.com. We've got lots of interview questions there. You can also schedule a mock interview with one of our experts. You can find the link in the description below. All the best from us at Prepfully, and we hope you totally rock your interview.